Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by Tap and Barrel Grill, the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, we loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With news that's jaw dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening, if you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like from the cloud and ride of lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Welcome to episode 185.
Happy Chinooka.
Oh, you
I
fucking
have no idea
dick.
what Chinooka is, but Happy Chinooka because they said so.
That was a complete accident. Things are just going wrong today.
Yeah, dude, I've had that happen all day. I was telling Lady Friend about that earlier. I was like, you ever have those days where everything just like goes wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was today for me. Like
Yeah.
any and everything. It was just like forgetting stuff. It was bad. It was really bad. And then you leading me in with that fucking totally just put the cherry on top of
Or better
today.
yet, leading us in with talking on a live mic during the countdown, which had
Yes.
no idea it was a live mic until I looked down, saw it, clicked it off, and then got a phone call saying, hey, by the way,
you guys are live right now.
which, you know, I mean, we don't say anything off
that you know
camera or the air that we wouldn't say on it.
that you know of
Right. For the most part.
for the most part.
But yeah, I was just talking about how I'm old and fat and walked 7 theme parks in 5 days.
You did.
And I am hating life right about now. I am hurting very badly.
With that, welcome to what is this? 185.
185.
You know who we are, so I'm not even going to introduce us.
You're Chris. I'm
Fat guy that walks around in the
old fat fuck walks around 7 theme parks in 5 days.
yeah. Speaking of that, how was your trip to the most magical place on earth?
I mean, in all seriousness,
Expensive place on earth. I should
yeah,
say,
I was gonna say yeah. In all seriousness, it was a great trip. We had a great time.
Dennis.
What? Did I bring you back? I didn't, man. I forgot you love Goofy. That's my bad.
What an asshole.
I am an asshole. No, so in all seriousness, it was a great trip. We had a great time. Raylan, 7 years old, had the time of her life, dancing around in theme parks for 5 days, also getting pushed around by old fat dad around 7 theme parks in 5 days. But
So when
it
you
was worth it.
So when you go next year, you're gonna have to like hit the gym before you go.
I need to do a lot of things.
Gotta get back in
I need to
shape,
do a lot of things. But I'll be honest with you, man. Like even as much as I hurt right now,
Yep.
and as much as I was, don't get me wrong, as much as I was hurting at the time. I mean, it's a lot of walking, man. I have a bad foot, bad knee.
Yeah.
I still was not only keeping up with people. I was doing way better than a lot of people at that theme park that were in shape. Like, and by in shape, I mean not round like me, like slender, looked like they were, and these people were, you know, like sitting down a lot, not wanting to do much. They're not what, I mean, it was hot as hell. It was in the 90s.
Oh, it is Florida. And you know, it's September, but still, that you know.
But to be honest with you, I was walking circles around these motherfuckers. I was like, how are you guys letting me do this to you? I'm old, I'm fat, and my legs don't work. What are you doing?
But then it begs the question: why were you going so hard?
Just because we wanted to.
That's
listen,
what Ray wanted. She just wanted to go.
She always wants. Well, at the first park, no. She had a little. We battled a little bit of an attitude at the first park because she was too hot, but then she was too cold when we got inside somewhere. But then she was tired and wanted to take a break. We were 2 hours into the first park day.
Yeah.
And she was in a fucking stroller as I was pushing her around. I looked at her and I said, "Do you want to go back to the hotel and just go swimming? Because you're being kind of a jerk right now." So, the rest of the trip, though, she was, Ray, she's go all the time, pretty much. She wants to go.
Yep.
And listen, you said it. It's the most expensive place on earth. We went to Universal and we went to Disney. Both of them are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get your money's worth when you go. You don't want to go to a park and only do a few things in a day. You want to fit in as much as you can. And you end up scheduling things because you have to get lightning lanes, you have to get fast passes in order to make sure you're doing things, and things
Good
get things.
God, man.
The
It's
show,
all a scam.
the shows are on a schedule.
It's all a scam.
I mean, you have to make your way, and you can't. If you want to go there and just have a chill, lazy kind of wander around day, you're not going to do hardly anything. You're not going to get your money's worth.
They
You're just
squeeze
not.
out every little penny. It's such a scam.
But well worth it. I'll be honest with you.
That's cool. I mean,
well
as long
worth
as you
it.
find it worth it, that's really all that matters. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a fucking scam.
Oh, they're printing money at that place.
yeah,
There's no
absolutely.
doubt. There's no doubt.
Because suckers like you will pay it.
But to be honest with you, like I had this conversation with somebody in the airport, and somebody else as well. When I go, I'm not rich, so like I don't overspend on anything.
Yeah.
I might splurge on a couple things during the trip, but I don't overdo everything. Right? Like I don't make it to where I'm going to pay for everything. I'm going to do everything. We're going to live it up. Like I see people going on these trips and they're getting the top of the line hotel. I get a Disney hotel, but it's like the value resort. I'm not
because in all actuality, what are you just be doing? They're sleeping there.
right, but they want the better pools, they want the better rooms, they want the better. Like for me, it's like if we're on property, we still get in early, like everybody else that's on property, and we're gonna be there. While we're sleeping? That's it.
Yeah.
So, and I don't get a really expensive rental car when I go. If I get a rental car, I just get a regular rental car.
Right.
I find ways to save.
Of course,
I bundle tickets. I do, but I see people going where I'm just like, how the fuck? Where do you work?
Yeah.
And can I have a job?
Or it's just not.
Or would you adopt me because I'm a struggling 46-year-old child at this point? Because just adopt me so I can go on your vacations.
no,
with you.
or they just throw down credit cards.
Well, and there's a lot of people that do that shit too.
Yeah.
Whereas any one of our vacations that we've taken in the last 3 years has been paid for cash. I don't
Awesome.
put anything on credit cards. I don't run up credit cards on stuff like that. There's no point in it.
No, I mean, like anytime we've gone really anywhere, like I'm not saying we'll get like a shitty hotel, but we'll get like mid-level, something where that's decent. You don't want to be
Right.
sleeping in just a trash bag hotel.
Right.
But not something that's top of the line, because honestly, what's the point? You're basically there to sleep. Mm-hmm. You might go swimming there. All right, fine. That's cool too. Whatever. And then as for like tickets to whatever event we're going to, obviously, if you're out of town, you don't want the shittiest seats in the place, but
Right.
you don't want like, the best seats in the place either. So you got to find
Right.
ways to kind of mitigate the cost a little bit, but
There's definitely ways, and I've gotten asked by quite a few people, how can you do Disney every year? We've done it 3 years in a row now. Because I'm smart about it. I don't just go throwing money around just to do it. Like I do it the smart way. I spend money where it needs to be spent, and I save it where it can be saved.
right.
It's you just unless you're fucking rich and you can't go doing that shit. You got to be smart
dude,
about
you're
it.
right. Especially now, it doesn't even matter where you go.
Oh, everywhere's
Everything is so just ridiculous. You go to like a city like Chicago, or cities that have that reputation as being expensive cities, and you see it, and you're like, oh my god, like it's even worse than I thought it was, and it really is. So yeah, you definitely got to be smart about it. In what you do down there, else you're gonna massively put yourself into debt down there. It's crazy. But,
Oh, it's ridiculous. And people do that.
Yeah.
You're right. People put it on credit cards. They rack up a bunch of debt. So not only are they paying for the trip, they're paying the percentage on the trip
yeah.
of what they put on the card. It's just insane.
Like we try to do, like anytime we go somewhere, we try to do like one, splurgy type thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the last time we were like, as I just brought up Chicago, like the last time we were there, the one, I guess, splurgy thing we did is we went to Gibson Steakhouse,
Yeah.
which is, I'd say it's the best steak I've ever had. And that's like in the league, that's where the outside of it
Right.
that's the bar that they always go to.
Yeah.
Is the outside of Gibson's, but obviously it looks completely different inside.
Right.
But yeah, that's like the major. We try to do one major like splurgy thing whenever we're on vacation or whatever. So
It's funny you say that because I kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like last year. So last year I did a couple of character breakfasts for us, right? For her to meet characters and do that, and those are a little expensive, but at least you're getting a meal with them, right? But then I splurged on getting her Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, which is she gets made up like a princess. It's that thing where they go in, they get to pick out their dress, their shoes, they get done, makeup done, all that stuff. And then this year I splurged on our really nice meal the first night we were there before we started doing the theme parks.
Yeah.
We got in our flight got in at like 1:00. We got to the hotel about 2:30, almost 3 maybe. Went swimming for a while, but I had made reservations at Bar Helios, which was the hotel they built at Epic Universe that overlooks the whole park. And the bar is at the top. It's a restaurant with amazing food, expensive.
of course.
Great view overlooking the park, and we were there at night when the lights came on, and it looked really awesome. So I splurged on that this year, is that meal in itself. But you basically could say the whole vacation is splurging. But I'm like you. I usually try to do one out of the ordinary spend on a trip that I normally would look at and go, that's not worth it. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But when you're on a trip, you go, all right, you know what? I'm going to treat myself, or I'm going to treat Ray and I. We're going to
Treat yourself.
We're going to treat ourselves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think if you're on vacation, you should do that.
Yeah.
One spend at least that you normally would go.
Yeah.
It's probably not. I'm probably not going to do that on a normal basis, but I'm going to go and I'm going to do it.
Like you're really not going to do it when you're like at home or whatever. Because,
Yes.
For what?
Exactly.
Exactly. Like when you're out of town, yeah, all right. When you're out of town, the whole reason why you're on vacation is to quote treat yourself. Right?
Exactly.
So yeah, have a little fun while you're out of town for sure. Oh, speaking of the league, Lady Friend Vinegar Strokes. I love it. Vinegar Strokes. That shit's hilarious. Well, what wasn't hilarious, and I know you wanted to talk about this a little bit, even though you didn't see any of it, but some guys you work with brought it up.
Yeah, so Eric and Sean brought it up at work.
Yes.
And you golfed with them. You went on a golf trip with them.
A lot of fun golfing with those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean's a bomber, man.
That's what I've heard.
He can bomb it.
That's what I've heard.
Eric. Okay. I mean, from in close.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's money.
He's money. Driving it. Yeah.
It could go anywhere.
Let's just say if we're playing a scramble, you're not exactly going to take his drives. So put it that way. But yeah, Eric or Sean can bomb it. Anyways. What now? Did they talk to you about this at all? Like, what were their thoughts on it?
A little bit. They didn't really give me the thoughts on it too much. It was when I first got there this morning, but they were talking about how the American fans were kind of shitty.
Oh, they were fucking awful.
They gave American golf fans a bad name.
100% they did. I agree with them 100%. There was this feeling coming into this because it was in New York. And the Ryder Cup's rowdy to begin with. It doesn't matter where it is.
You're right.
It's just what it is. Which is one of the reasons why I love the Ryder Cup is because it's, I guess you could say patriotism, for lack of a better term. But it's rowdy. It's fun. It's like the closest thing you're going to get to like a college football atmosphere, you know? But there's having fun with it and, representing your country and being happy. And Jeremy, you are right. It was embarrassing. Absolutely, it was embarrassing. So, but yeah, it was, there's having fun with it and getting behind your country. And then there's being a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
And that's, from every report I got.
And that's what these fans were
even
doing.
on television, you could hear it, you could see it. It's just a bunch of fucking bros who, have never been punched in the fucking face and think they can do whatever the fuck they want, and there's no fucking consequences for it. And honestly, it kind of encapsulates where this country is right now.
It's the bro golfers.
It's just the bros, period. It's just, again, it kind of encapsulates where the country is right now in culture. How every other country now looks at us like a fucking joke.
Yeah.
That right there is why. It's one of the reasons why. Jeremy, you're right. It was an absolute embarrassment. It was a fucking disgrace, to be honest with you. And then as for the golf, I learned that the U.S., when they golf as a team, is fucking terrible. But when they golf individually, they're really good. And this envelope rule needs to fucking change. It needs.
What is the envelope rule?
All right, so the envelope rule is during singles,
Okay.
if you go into singles and one of the players from either of the sides is injured and can't golf, which happened this weekend to Victor Hovland. He couldn't golf because he had a neck injury apparently. Then the U.S. will pick somebody, the captain will pick somebody and put their name in an envelope, and then that guy does not golf singles. So that each side halves a point. Okay. Which to me is absurd because I'm sorry, if you can't golf, you should not get a half a point for that.
Right, you can't golf, period.
Right. So you shouldn't get a half a point. That's absurd to me. And this almost came into play because the U.S. actually made a huge comeback on Sunday in singles. But ultimately it didn't factor in. But there was a chance that it was going to. And to me, it's a rule that needs to be changed. Like, because, you can't change it. You know, there's so much history. Dude, things evolve, guys. Like, you look at baseball. Baseball's changed a shitload of rules. Hockey's changed a shitload of rules. Football's changed a shitload of rules. Why can't golf? Like, why do we always got to get stuck in history? And
ask the baseball aficionados who didn't want to change anything for the longest time. I mean, baseball was one of the ones that definitely didn't want to change anything for a long time, and they just.
I still did. I still don't like the pitch clock. I understand it.
Right.
I don't like it.
You don't have to.
And that's fine. But I get it. It has to adapt.
Like,
it has to evolve.
Change has to happen in sports sometimes.
It has to evolve. I understand that.
And like the baseball with the whole refusing to vote in anybody it's just that whole thing is ridiculous to me as well.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. But so you got that, and then like the Ghost Runner at the second, which I think is an absolute joke.
No, that is a joke.
That's an absolute joke.
Dumb.
But
I don't know why that's a thing.
To speed it along.
Yeah, but again, the pitch clock speeds it along enough, doesn't
it? But yes, like things have to evolve, and I think it's a rule that needs to be changed. Now, as for going into the Ryder Cup 2 years from now, which is going to be, I believe, in France. Yeah, they got some work to do, and I don't know who's going to captain this team. Frankly, this team that was captained this year by Keegan Bradley should not have been captained by Keegan Bradley, because the only reason why he got named captain is because he was embarrassed that he didn't get to play 2 years ago in Rome, and it was on that those Full Swing things on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You saw it, you saw it on during that.
Okay,
and how crushed he was. So what did the PGA do? Oh, let's name him captain of this year's Ryder Cup team. Which, frankly, honestly, if you look at how he's played this year, he should have been actually playing on the team instead of captaining it. Mm-hmm. So, and he had the opportunity. He could have played in this too if he wanted to.
Yeah,
and he didn't. Which, looking back on it, would it have mattered? I don't know. But my point is I don't think he should have been the captain of it to begin with.
Yeah,
I think there's plenty of other people that you could have chosen, but they chose him as hey, sorry, dude. Like, we kind of embarrassed you, and you should have been on the Ryder Cup team 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But the captain of that team was the absolute worst, and he picked his buddies.
Who was the captain?
Zach Johnson. It was fucking terrible. It was arguably the worst Ryder Cup team ever put together.
Oh.
And secondly,
how do they determine who the captain is? They just fucking randomly decide? The PGA just randomly goes, hey, you're the captain this year.
Kind of, yeah.
How's that a fucking thing?
I don't know. But like
shouldn't it be the highest ranked American golfer?
No, because he golfs. Because he actually plays. Why would the highest American ranked golfer be the captain?
So the captain doesn't play at all?
No. He can, but generally no.
Golf is so fucking weird.
I know.
It's so fucking weird, dude.
But like
you're the captain of the team. Any other sport, the captain plays the fucking sport.
Yeah, and but generally these captains are old, so they're not going to play anyway. But this is one captain that was like, he's still, I'm not going to say he's in his prime, but he's good enough to still play on the tour and win, and so he could have theoretically played if he wanted to, but he he said, no, I want to focus on my captain's duties. All right, fine. And one thing,
What are the duties?
making like matchups and pairings and shit like that. That's what they do. Yes.
That's not a 9-to-5 job.
I don't disagree with you, but
You could do both, man.
but it's like, I guess it's kind of like you have a head coach in football, and he's the like offensive coordinator. You know, generally that doesn't work well, right?
No.
So it's kind of like that. It's not quite to that point, but you see where I'm going with this a little bit. That's why he doesn't do it. Apparently not. So
I don't, and there's a lot of rules and things in golf I don't understand and don't get.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's a lot.
oh yeah, but like so one of the pairings he picked was Colin Morikawa and I believe it was Harris English, which statistically was literally the worst fucking pairing you could have put out there for the Americans. So what did he do? He doubled down the next day and put the same fucking pairing out.
So
It was like, wait a minute, hold on.
all right, so
And then
why so why would it have been the worst? Well, I don't
Just statistically, just the way they play, like their games, their individual games just don't vibe. It doesn't work. So he doubled down and put them out together on day 2, and of course they got bombed by the guys.
when they play in a pairing, do they take best ball?
They do best ball, yes.
Okay.
And then they do 4 ball.
And then they do 4 ball.
Yeah.
What is that?
Everybody hits the ball.
Oh.
Everybody hits a shot.
So they do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But these, I think they were only out for best ball. That pairing.
Okay.
But they won in day 2.
Okay.
And it was
so
just-
basically you want to put a long hitter with a really good short game.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And then, or like, kind of balance it out. Like, maybe not the longest hitter, maybe not the best iron player, but like a really good putter, right?
Right.
You got to kind of, but that's the thing of a captain. You got to kind of put that together, you know?
Right.
But again, he decided to put that same pairing out on day 2, and the rationale was, it's kind of a hunch. I felt like they could, get their mojo back and play together. I'm like, so wait a minute. So no common sense went into this fucking pick at all to put them out on day 2?
Sounds like a good captain. I'm glad they picked him.
That's what it's like. What is happening? Like,
I think the criteria for picking a captain should be changed because just winging it like
it
this
was
is
so
weird.
now there's calls for Tiger to be captain in 2 years, which okay. People talking about Phil being captain. Phil doesn't want anything to do with it. So a couple of things I've learned from this. I don't care if they play on the PGA Tour. I don't care if they play on Live. Pick the best fucking golfers available. Simple as that. Get rid of this fucking point system bullshit where the top 6 are automatically in. I don't care. Pick the best fucking golfers available. I don't care what tour they play on. Does not fucking matter to me. Because you saw the guys that played on Live, that played for Europe, whooped that ass this weekend. Jon Rahm was a fucking machine this weekend. Absolute fucking machine this weekend. And it's okay. I don't care. Again, I don't care where they fucking play. Pick the best players. Simple as that. Number 2, and this is the biggest reason why the U.S. lost. They couldn't putt. They couldn't putt to save their fucking life. Europe was making any and every putt that they needed to fucking make, they made. And the U.S. couldn't make anything. And that's how the lead got up so high for the Europeans in day 1. And that's why it was such a mountain to climb on Sunday to even have a remote shot at winning it, is because they couldn't putt on Friday and Saturday. It was horrendous how bad the U.S. putted. So some things got to get changed, like, drastically before the next one in 2 years. But you wanted my thoughts on it? You got my thoughts on it.
All right.
Secondly, college football weekend, which was this weekend, this sports weekend, and it's like, I know you were obviously in Florida with Ray, and that's the best place you want to be. It's the greatest place you want to be. I get it.
Yeah.
But this sports weekend, if you don't like have kids or anything like that, or even if you do and you just want to like hang out even with the kids, this sports weekend was fucking amazing. It was awesome. Like all the games on Saturday night or just Saturday, and then leading into Saturday night, you had the Ryder Cup going. Same thing with Sunday. You had the Ryder Cup going. You had NFL. So many just awesome games, and it was fucking amazing. And what made the weekend even better, Brian Kelly and James Franklin both lost big games again, which, that makes me happy because I can't stand either of those fucking clowns.
Big game.
Big game James, baby. Big game James.
Game.
Love it.
Yeah, I saw that James Franklin lost to Oregon.
Yeah.
Which was...
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sight.
And as we're watching right now while recording this, the MLB playoffs have started.
The MLB is in the playoffs.
Yes, it's in the playoffs. And it started off with the Tigers versus the Guardians, and Tigers take game one. It was a it's kind of a sweated out thing, but it's
The
just
Tigers versus the Gardindians.
the Gardindians. Yeah, I like that. Gardindians. That's solid. But the biggest thing that came out of that game is Tarek Skubal was on beast mode today.
Yeah, so it's
He
funny.
was outstanding today. He really was.
It's funny. I was obviously working, and
Don't you have a big TV in your office?
I do, but again, catching up from being off for 6 days, had a lot of things going on, and totally forgot that game was being played early.
Yeah.
I went into shipping at one point to do something, and one of the supervisors was in there watching it on his phone. And I was like, I got to go out and watch that on my TV out there. I forgot that was on. But then I was in there long enough, I just stayed and watched the end of the game.
Yeah.
And saw them get the last couple outs. And
Well.
they pulled it off, man.
They did.
It's a good thing, too, because I think there's been 12 series since they went to 3 games.
Yeah.
In the wild card. And every series has been won by the team that's won the first game.
Well, if you know that can change, it'll happen to the Tigers.
I agree. I agree.
Like,
And no better team to do it than the Gardindians.
but it just in watching that game, there was so many things during that game when I'm just like, this is how you blow a 15.5 game lead in the division. Like, they had it early. I think it was top of the third, 2 on, nobody out. What do the next 2 batters do? Ground out or double play, strikeout. Steve strike out way too much. And it's funny, like, during these, like, in-game interviews, which I can't stand because I just generally find them awkward and cringy.
Yeah.
Just once, I want AJ Hinch to be like, I would love it if our team just didn't strike out as much. I think it's embarrassing how much we strike out. Obviously, he's never going to say that, but
I mean, he could.
I doubt it.
He should.
He absolutely should. It's just, I find it absolutely absurd how much this team strikes out, because it is. And again, it's what's going to keep them from actually doing really anything in these playoffs is the amount of times they strike out. They had a few opportunities, and again, strikeouts and just bad at bats. Simple as that.
But once again, their ace came through.
He did.
And speaking of strikeouts, he had 14 of them.
Yeah, he did.
In 7 2/3. Let up 1 run, 3 hits, 1 base on balls. The guy was.
I think he only had 1 ball hit out of the infield.
Yeah, I mean they lost the game last week with
Right.
with no hits out of the infield by the other team. So you got the Tigers who are striking out at a record pace. You've got Tarek Skubal who just K's guys on the regular.
But remember, strikeouts don't matter.
According to Riley Green, they don't.
Strikeouts don't matter.
But they do matter when it comes to other things. You know who doesn't strike out?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank.
If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546. Yeah. So,
Happy Chinooka. I have no idea what Chinooka is.
That's still
but
going?
Happy Chinooka because they said so.
What the fuck?
so
What is happening today?
So the Tigers take game 1 in their series. The Cubs take game 1 against the Padres in their series. And currently we're watching the best rivalry in sports, Yankees-Red Sox, which the Yankees are currently up in, I think, the bottom of the 5th as we are currently recording. But I'm excited. I love playoff baseball, man. I fucking love it. This time of year, I don't know if it gets much better than this time of year. You know, we got MLB playoffs. You got the start of the hockey season. College football's going. NFL's going. Couldn't care less about the NBA, but you know, whatever. It's going. It's getting started here, so it's one of the better times of the year. Anyways,
there are a lot of sports happening right now.
Yes.
And either in full swing or getting into the swing of things. No pun intended with playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a good time of year for if you're a sports fan.
It is. So speaking in that vein, we'll get to the NFL slate from this past week. We'll just kind of recap it really quick here because there was a lot of bad football plays this week. So
so it was a good week for me to not watch a single snap of NFL football because.
Yeah. I mean, you really didn't miss much, and it was all capped off by the absolute dumpster fire of the games that were played on Monday night. So we'll get to those shortly. We started off the week with the Seahawks and Cardinals. I'm sorry, man. Thursday Night Football got to go. I mean, I know we've been saying this for years now.
Yeah.
Thursday Night Football's got to go. It's just a bad product. Simple as that. It's a bad product. You guys can't sit there and have like one good game and then the majority of them are just absolute garbage.
There'll be one good game, and everyone that wants Thursday Night Football will say, "See, if we
one
didn't
game,
if we didn't have Thursday Night Football, we wouldn't have got to see that game."
Right?
Like, yeah, but we also wouldn't have gotten to sit through all the fucking bullshit games we've had to sit through either.
Yes, exactly. And this is another one. Seahawks take it 23-20. I went to bed, and the Seahawks were up, I think, 20-3 or 20-6, I believe.
Were they really?
Yeah. 20. Yeah, and so I was on my way to work that Friday, and I looked at the scores. I'm like, wait, the Cardinals came back and tied it, made it 20-20. But the Sea Chickens, they got a game-winning field goal from Jason Myers, and they took the win. Just looking at stats, I mean, nothing special. Darnold, nah. Again, there was nothing really spectacular about that game. It was kind of garbage. We moved to the Bills and Saints. The one thing that came out of this for me is the Bills aren't winning shit unless they fix this defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. It's ridiculous. Their rush defense is so fucking bad. Like, so fucking bad. Like, I know they're missing some guys. I get it, but even with when those guys come back, it's not gonna be enough. And I have zero faith in Brandon Beane to pull the trigger on an actual game-changing move on that defense. I have zero faith in him to do it. He's had opportunities in previous years, and he hasn't done it. So there's, just looking at it in that regard, the odds of him actually doing it this year are, to me, slim and none. But that's what I take away from that game. The Bills' rush defense is absolute trash. I mean, you have Josh Allen, so you're going to be in every game you play in for the most part. I don't know I know they're trying to spread the wealth, everybody eat mentality. I understand that, but sometimes, dude, you got to let the dude do his thing. Cook had another solid game, 22 for 117 and a touch. Cool. Like, I don't know. They got to do something because it's not optimal. We'll leave it at that.
It's not working.
and again, they played the Saints, and there's really not much to say about the Saints. They're a bad football team. Simple
They're
as that.
a pretty bad football team.
Then we moved to the Vikings-Steelers game, which was in Dublin. I watched from like the second quarter on of this game. It was great because I was watching this, and I think Arsenal was playing at like 11:30, so I got to split screen it, which was dope.
Nice.
Yeah, again, another game that's – are the Steelers good? I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Are the Vikings bad? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I still think this –
I think both teams are very middling.
6-7?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very 6-7. As the kids would say.
As the kids would say. I mean, just the way the way that division is kind of broken down for the Steelers, though.
I mean, I can't believe Carson Wentz put up 350 yards in a game that they only scored fucking 21 points in.
I know, right?
And they scored 15 of those points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like,
What happened? Yes.
What happened to the game before that?
I don't know. But I look at the Steelers team, and I said, though, given the way that division is kind of literally broken down, they might sneak in there and win that division.
They might.
I mean, the Bengals are an absolute tire fire now. We
Lamar got hurt.
Lamar got hurt. We don't know how serious his injury is, but
Right.
you know, that's going to be something to watch here over the next few weeks. But the Steelers might be able to sneak in there and win that division. We shall see. Falcons Commanders. I mean, this was a relatively entertaining game. 34-27, Falcons take it. I thought Penix looked decent.
Okay.
Bijan had a decent game.
Yeah, it looks like Penix had a good game.
Yeah.
Again, not seeing it, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't add much, but I can.
That's why I'm kind of trying to go through these quick because I know you didn't. See
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad I'm not adding anything to it because I really saw no football at all. I didn't see a single snap. But like looking at it, he had 313 yards on 20 completions, two TDs, one pick, 126 rating. I mean, that's a pretty damn good game. I mean, I know Washington's defense is nothing to write home about, but you know, he seemed to have played good.
Yeah, a solid game. Washington, again, that's another team that we thought was going to take a step back this year, and it kind of looks like they have a little bit.
We did say that, too.
Yes, that did happen. So, moving on, Browns-Lions. Lions take care of business. I mean, for as good as the Browns' defense is, when you're constantly put in horrendous positions on the field, I don't care how good your defense is, you're going to give up points.
And at what point in time do the Browns go to one of their younger quarterbacks? They did in this game. Okay.
Yeah, Gabriel came in.
See?
Yep.
Didn't even fucking know that.
Yep.
Okay. Gabriel came in.
He did. 'Cause at that
How
point,
did he look?
I mean, it was mop-up time, so it's like,
Okay.
you know, it's not going to be
Anything
it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge from mop-up time, but yeah, he came in for a little bit in mop-up time, but I mean, obviously, I think they're still going to stick with Flacco. But
It looks like Judkins has taken over that backfield fully now that he's back.
He has.
And I will say I'm encouraged by at least what I've seen from him in the last couple games, and then from his stats in this game. It's encouraging to see him doing that as a Browns fan and wanting them to do well.
Yep.
At least he's like the one shining bright spot other than the defense.
I just look at it this way now. Like, why wait? Just put him in.
Right. We're talking about quarterback.
Yes.
Whichever quarterback.
Yes.
I know. I agree.
Why wait?
I don't understand what they're doing with Flacco right now. You've shown you're not gonna win many games, right?
Even with him in.
You're not. So just make the move, man.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on this. Again, Lions, you know, they just do what they do. Offense look good. You know, kind of same story, different day with them.
Yeah,
they took care of business, which they should.
St. Brown had another 2 touchdowns. Gibbs had 1.
Yep.
Khalif Raymond punt return touchdown.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean they again taking care of business.
That's right. Patriots Panthers. I like where the Patriots are going. I think they're trending.
They're trending up.
They are very much trending up. That's why I'm worried about this game on Sunday night against the Bills.
Preview till later on in the show, but
yeah,
I think you and I agree on this.
We absolutely agree on this. I think that's one of the things we said in our preseason show is that's one team that is definitely going to be on the upward trend this year because now they don't have a clown as a head coach and they actually have a legitimate, decent quarterback, like decent to good quarterback. So I think that's definitely something to look out for if you're a Patriots fan. Something you should be absolutely very excited about moving forward. Mm-hmm. As for the Panthers, I mean, you know what I think about the Panthers. I think it's just a franchise that, you know,
they're a non-existent franchise. They're
there.
They're there.
They're there. Like it's like okay, you know, I don't know.
They exist.
They exist.
They have uniforms and everything.
Like the one thing I know about their franchise is their owner's a fucking asshole, and he's a terrible owner, David Tepper. That's really the only thing I know about the Carolina Panthers.
All right.
Anyways, moving on. Chargers Giants. Giants.
Oh, Jackson Dart has vaulted himself into the fucking offensive rookie of the year running. Apparently, according to some sources.
That's what you've told me.
According to some sources.
So apparently he is in the running for offensive rookie of the year. He
had
vaulted himself.
He vaulted himself in there. He had 13 completions for 111 yards as a quarterback. Great job, buddy.
Like, all right, so the Giants win this game mainly on the strength of their defense because their defense was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But that said, Jackson Dart with Jackson Dart out there, you don't get the feeling that he's going to do stupid shit like Russ did, you know?
Right.
And that gives not only does it give the offense confidence, but it gives the defense confidence.
Well, and
it's
I
like,
think-
okay, so we don't have to play perfect here.
And I think Dart has the rushing ability that Russ doesn't have anymore.
Oh yeah, big time.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so Jackson Dart can make some things happen with his legs
Yep.
as well.
And well,
But saying he vaulted himself into Offensive
Yeah,
Rookie of the
it's
Year
absurd.
talk
No.
with this game is a little bit
That's crazy
absurd.
the one huge negative to come out of this game is MetLife Field. The turf claims another victim
Yes.
in Malik Neighbors,
Yep.
who has torn ACL, which I don't understand if the Players Association or the Players Union, whatever you want to call it, how in the fuck you have not just said we will not play on this turf, like flat out until you guys change it, like get it out and actually put grass in there.
Yeah.
Because this turf has claimed so many players. It's crazy. And the more fucked up thing about this, they're going to have the World Cup there. The final is going to be at that fucking stadium. Now, it's not going to be a turf. They're going to put grass in.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's like, well,
if you can do it for that,
exactly.
why can't you do it for your own team?
Exactly.
That's a little weird.
Yeah. I know you got two teams playing there. I understand it. But it's like,
There's
Okay, this
ways.
is-
There's ways.
you're making money hand over fist, and you're telling me you
Yeah.
can't upkeep grass?
It's too tough, man.
What are we doing here?
It takes a lot of water.
It's unreal. But yeah, so the Giants take that one, 21-18. The Chargers may have chargered this a little bit, I guess. I don't really know, but Giants defense looked solid. So that's kind of one of the things we said about the Giants defense. It was, if you give them a chance, they can get after the quarterback. With
I
that
would say
pass
they
rush.
have a good defensive line.
They do. Moving on, Eagles Bucks actually turned out to be a decent game. The Eagles were kind of blowing them out a little bit in this game, but the Bucks, of course, with Baker doing what he does, he ain't gonna quit.
Nope.
And they made a comeback, but the Eagles ended up winning the game and stay undefeated. Again, are they the best team in the NFC? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, until they're beat,
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to go with that by default. You know, I don't think there's really any game that they played that they've looked, dominant or anything. But,
No.
but I think that's a sign of a good team, though, is when you don't play very well,
And you
you win.
Yep.
You know, and now AJ Brown might be a problem. He not happy.
Do you blame him?
Oh, he not happy at all.
I mean, a lot of times receivers can be divas, but I mean, can you blame him a little bit? I mean, you
Not
traded for him, paid him a bunch of money, and said he was your guy, and now you're doing tush pushes and throwing him the ball twice.
Yep.
For a total of 7 yards.
Yikes.
That's rough.
That
man.
is very rough. That is quite rough. In a game nobody should have to have watched, but I'm sure people did.
Tennessee and Houston.
Tennessee and Houston.
How do I know that's the one you're going to talk about?
Texans thumped the Titans 26-0. The only thing to really come out of this game were Cam Ward's remarks after the game, which I thought were fucking hilarious.
What do you say?
Oh, look up Cam Ward's comments. I want you to see them firsthand. I don't want to paraphrase or anything. I want you to actually see them.
I will. I'll look it up.
But yeah, no, look it up now.
Oh, look it up now.
Yeah, look it up now.
Oh, okay.
But what I like about this, and some of the veterans on his team probably aren't going to like it, or they could see it as, a dude try to take a leadership role. But he was fucking right. He was absolutely right. And he included himself in it.
Yeah.
But he definitely not wrong in what he said. He basically said, I'm going to keep it a buck. We ass. That's what he said.
Well, so all right, so yeah, he said. So they asked, how did he look? So how did Ward think the Titans looked in front of his friends and family after 26? The quarterback said ass, After that, he elaborated more on the Titans' 0-4 start. Everything's wrong. Interceptions to penalties to an incompletion by me, a bad ball. Then once you're past the 50, we're just not continuing the drive. If we keep it a buck right now, we're ass. We're 0-4. At this point, we've got nothing to lose. We've dropped a quarter of our fucking games. And I said expletive. Did he say that? Okay.
No. Yeah. He might have.
A quarter of our expletive games, and we've yet to do anything.
He did, actually, now that I think about it.
So we have a lock in. So we have to lock in, especially myself.
Yep.
If we keep it buck right now, is that a new thing?
If we keep it a buck.
If we keep it a buck.
That's a thing.
It's a thing?
Not for us.
Okay.
But it's
what does keeping it a buck mean?
Keeping it real.
Now the word real is too much. We have to change that. It's not enough to just say keeping it real or keeping it 100.
Didn't you get that memo?
Keeping it 100.
You didn't get that memo?
Was it 100 or 100?
100.
Keep it in 100.
Yeah.
Like we got to change that now too. The fuck are we doing? The only thing I took out of that is there's a new phrase that I hate again because we've got to change phrases for some reason.
Well,
great quote, and I like it, but
Yeah.
like, why are we changing phrases? You know who doesn't change it up?
They always keep it 100.
They always keep
it a buck.
100.
Yeah, they always keep it
a buck.
Yes,
and that's the Joe Wright Group.
That's right. I'm glad we had the same. I was going for the segue on that one. I'm like, this is perfect. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now's the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs. There you go. Yes. So we move on from that dumpster fire of a football game to Rams Colts, which was actually pretty entertaining. I'm going to say this. I think the Colts are for real. I do.
They are slightly past real adjacent for me. I didn't see the game.
I thought they played well.
But looking at it, even though they didn't win, it looks like they, Daniel Jones had 2 picks. He's got to get that under control.
Yep.
But they really look like they're playing well as a team.
Especially to go to LA.
Right.
Which is, LA is supposed to be one of the, main contenders to win the NFC West. They put up a hell of a fight. And that game kind of nudged me in the direction of I think they're for real. I think they're a good football team.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to compete to win that division. And it wouldn't be surprising, at least, if they do win that division. It was actually just a solid football game. Stafford, 29-41, 375 and 3 touches. And then, of course, you'll still hear certain fans bash him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's still a good quarterback, guys. Flat out, he is. But yeah, other than that, it was a solid football game. That was one of the only games this week that was actually okay. This is a good football game. This is entertaining. Like I said, the majority of them were just garbage. Move on to Jaguars, Niners. Jags, baby. Taking out your Niners in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, in this game, I think that score, yes, even though the Jags won, I think it's a little bit misleading because Purdy looked like shit. He did. You look at his numbers, 28, 22, 38, 309, and 2 touchdowns.
And only a 79.8 rating.
He looked like shit. He looked like a guy that should have taken at least one more week off. He did not look good. Simple as that. Etienne had a day. Trevor Lawrence just I think this is what he is. I don't think he's going to get any better than he is now.
So and I'll be honest with you, I looking at this, I had this thought last week, and I agree with you honestly. I don't see him making any strides.
I don't either.
Now he's not awful.
No,
he can help you win some games.
Yes,
but he's also not what he was supposed to be.
No, No,
and I don't think he ever will be.
He was supposed to be that dude.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he ever will be.
I 1,000,000% agree with you on this. I don't think he's ever going to be that dude. I think what the version of him you see now, that's him.
That's him. That's
what
it.
he is.
Yep.
Now, can you win with that? Given you put the right pieces around him?
Right.
Yes.
If you put the right pieces around him,
Yes.
if you have a good enough defense and
Yep.
you have some weapons,
Yep.
yeah.
I think you can. But he's definitely not that guy. And I don't think he's ever going to be that guy. But kind of tough loss for the Niners. But you kind of had a feeling with all the injuries at some point it was going to, okay. And it did. Frankly, it did. But I think they're going to be fine. I still don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they'll be all right once they start getting some guys back. If they start getting some guys, I just feel like they're going to get guys back, and then other guys are going to get hurt.
Yeah, that's losing to Jacksonville like that. I mean, they are 3-1. That was their first loss, but I think everybody expected them to win that game.
Yeah. Next, Chiefs Ravens question: either are the Chiefs back, or are the Ravens done, or both?
So, being that I didn't watch the game, it's hard for me to say that. From what I see with the score and
that score is indicative of everything about this game. It was an ass kicking.
So I was going to say, from what I see about the score, from what I see about with the stat lines, the box score and everything else, I don't know. It looks like the Chiefs really put it together.
They did.
And when did Lamar get hurt? Because I don't know that either. I did see he got hurt, but I don't know when.
I want to say early third quarter, I believe.
Then the Ravens are in trouble because they didn't even do well until then.
Yeah.
Either, and also, how does Justice Hill lead your team in rushing when you have Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes had another. Looks like he had a marquee Patrick Mahomes game.
There was guys wide open all day. And I know the Ravens are missing guys. I understand that, but they frankly just didn't even look competitive in this game.
Wow.
They didn't. So I don't know. I don't know if it's more of the Chiefs being back or the Ravens being kind of ass, but
It might be a combination of both.
I think it is a combination of both, honestly. So we'll see how that plays out for the Ravens. Like we just talked about with the Steelers, I mean, they might steal that division because of kind of how things have broken down in said division. So
Yeah.
Bears Raiders, this was a bad football game, flat out. It was just a bad football game. It really was.
I would expect nothing less being said about it.
It was a bad football
Looks
game.
like Genty finally fucking showed up for the game.
Yeah, he had obviously you can see by the numbers he had a solid game, but
He had a 64-yard touchdown,
yeah.
an 8-yard touchdown, a 9-yard touchdown. It looks like he's the only one that showed up for for Las Vegas, though.
That's like, dude, Gino's done. The dude is washed. It's over. Over. I think it's another 3 picks.
it was one of the shortest. It was one of the shortest pinnacles of a career
It kind
I've
of
ever
was,
seen.
if you think about it.
He was ass.
Then he was
He
good.
shot up and was really good, and now he's kind
It
of.
was like it was funny. He was ass, and we forgot that he was still in the league.
Some of us did. Yep.
I did. Be me. Then he got good for
Then he went from not being delivery to being DiGiorno,
yeah.
and then or DiGino.
Gino.
DiGino.
Yeah. And now he sucks again.
And now he's not good again.
He's not good. But yeah, that's like talking about Gino. That's kind of how this football game was. It was just a bad fucking football game.
Yep.
Simple as that. So I don't really want to give too much time to it anymore. Packers Cowboys. That game was actually entertaining. It really was. How that game started, you thought the Packers were just going to run away with it. No,
Really?
Oh yeah. This is the way that game started. But
Okay.
obviously you could see that did not happen.
No.
10 and I'm sorry,
This
man.
has probably got to be one of the wildest games I think I've never seen in my that I
Oh
haven't
yeah,
seen in my life.
the second half was
Like this is one I wish I was
Yeah.
able to watch. Now I would not have stopped doing what I was doing to watch it, but I wish it was on a weekend where I was not on vacation because
Right.
I would have loved to have seen this game.
Like the second half, especially the fourth quarter, was wild. It was
Yeah.
It was very entertaining to watch. That said, I'm sorry, get rid of ties.
Oh, please do. I
rid
said
of
that. I said that today too. I'm like, oh my god,
Games
can we-
should not
can-
end in ties.
No NFL game should ever end in
No.
a tie.
I don't care if you got to go to the college rule. I don't care. Just ties should never happen in the NFL, ever. It's simple as that. And this is where I think my 1 point rule comes in on kickoffs. If you kick it through the uprights on a kickoff, you get a point.
Yeah.
That could have ended this game. Like, say they go into overtime, right?
Yep.
You got to kick off, right? He kicks it to the upright.
Yep.
Ball game. It's over.
Yep.
I don't know. Just
something.
Just thinking
You
outside
gotta
the
do
box
something.
And then, again, the two Monday night games. Yikes. Even, you know what's bad? When even, like, Aikman and Buck are just like, this is atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, no, they literally stopped and said that. Like, Aikman especially.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Which game were they doing?
They were doing the Bengals-Broncos game.
Okay, that I can see.
And, Aikman was just like, this is awful. This is just it's a bad product right now. Simple as that.
Cincinnati got a field goal in the first quarter, and looks like they did jack squat.
They didn't cross midfield the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, no, they legit did not cross midfield the rest of the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, it's so bad. It was just, and not to mention there was like a million penalties in this game.
They had 9 first downs.
With the
Bengals.
yeah.
Denver had 29.
There you go. But yeah, that again, not only was this just
third down efficiency, 2 for 11.
Is that bad?
That's fucking awful. Rushing yards, 53 total. 106 passing yards, 159 total yards. Denver had 512 total yards. Now, Denver only scored 28 points with that 512 total yards.
Yeah, which is wild.
But 159 yards total for the whole fucking game for Cincinnati, that's not even just bad. That is brutal.
That is yes, very brutal. Now, like I said, not only was this a bad football game just by the teams playing it, you add in the 1 million flags that the refs threw during this game, and it kind of made it unbearable. It's just like, this is where Aikman and Buck got pissed. They're just like, this product is awful right now. It's not good. You know, it was, and they were right. They were absolutely right.
Right.
And then I guess the quote early game, the Jets are a dumpster fire. Holy fuck, that is a bad football team. And then the big thing to come out of this is Tyreek Hill that might be a career ender, man. Like, I don't know if you've seen the actual injury.
I have not.
Oh man, it's like dislocated kneecap, and he tore like basically every ligament he had in his body.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was gross.
I mean, couldn't happen to a better dude.
One of the guys I work with, we were talking about that. Is like, I know the dude's a colossal piece of shit, and I can't stand him, but you never want to see something like that.
No.
Because it was gross. But that's gonna be a tough one to come back from, because his leg it's not supposed to look like that, dude. It was fucking gross. That's the biggest thing to come out of that game, other than the ugly ass Dolphins uniforms. Holy shit!
Those things when I pulled up the scores here, I saw the uniforms they were wearing. What first thing I said to you was, "Oh Jesus, those things are fucking ugly."
They were bad. They were really bad. And again, like I said, the Jets are a fucking terrible football team. So that's what we were with that game. Like, it was, again, another bad fucking football game.
It looks like Darren Waller rose from the dead once.
He did.
Once Tyreek Hill went down.
Yeah, he did.
When did Tyreek get hurt?
Oh fuck.
Was it early?
Yeah, I want to say second quarter maybe.
Yeah, it looks like Darren Waller showed up after he got hurt.
Yeah,
scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I want to say second, maybe third quarter.
That dude fucking rose from the dead apparently.
Yeah, it was gross. So, anyways, but that's kind of the recap of what is this week?
Gotcha.
Week 4?
Yep. Well, we're going to be getting into week 5, but if you want to go watch any of week 5's games, I have the perfect spot for you. Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township. They're one of the newest sports bars in Metro Detroit. They have an upscale sports bar, features over 40 craft beers on tap, handcrafted cocktails, a delicious scratch-made food menu, and an amazing patio voted best in Macomb County by Crane's Detroit Weekly. They have a comfortable feel, an attentive staff, and fine dining food options, which makes it a must-visit spot for sports fans and foodies alike. Whether you're watching the big game, like a Lions game or a Tigers playoff game, or just looking for a great meal, Tap and Barrel Grill has you covered. Visit them at 50055 Van Dyke Avenue in Shelby Township or go to tapandbarrelgrill.com.
Very well done.
Thank you, sir. Stumbled a little bit, but, it is what it is.
That's true.
Picks?
Do it.
This segment is brought to you by the Joe Wright Group.
It's time!
Okay, if we're going to get into last week's picks,
I started out great last week.
it's a shit show.
Yeah, I started out awesome last week.
Yeah, so I don't think any of us did well.
Fair.
So you started out gangbusters
I know.
with your college picks. You went 6-3 in college picks. You won the college picks.
Nice.
Second was Allison with 5-4 with her college picks.
Yeah.
Third was Frank at 4-5 with his college picks, and pulling up the rear in the caboose was myself and Eric at 3-6
Oh, he must have picked this
in
week
our
instead
college
of
picks.
Alicia.
Yeah, apparently. Well, remember I said on the show last week when he had almost all the same picks as me, I said that's probably not a good idea. Well, it turns out wasn't a good idea.
It wasn't a good idea.
All right, so we move on over to the NFL picks. The winner of the NFL picks was Frank at 7-5. Coming in second was Eric at 6-6. Coming in third was you at 5-7. I finished fourth at 4-8.
Yeah.
And Allison finished fifth at 3-9 with her NFL picks.
God, you suck.
Oh, that's awful. Anyway, so all right. So overall for the week, you and Frank won the week overall at 11-10.
Winning week, baby. Do it. I'm coming back.
Just over mid.
Let's go.
You were, instead of 6-7, you were more like 7-8 maybe.
Okay.
Second technically was Eric at 9-12. And third would be Allison at 8-13, and I was 7-14 with my NFL picks.
Yikes.
Just completely killing me.
Oh my God.
And overall, the whole week for me was just not good.
No.
If you're looking at it overall, right now Frank is leading the pack at 35-23 with a 60.34 win percentage. Coming in second would be Eric at 42-30 with a 58.33 win percentage. Coming in third overall would be me at a 40-39 at just over a 50% win percentage, 50.63 to be exact. Then there's Allison at 27-31 with a 46.55 win percentage. Chris, you are still trailing all of us.
Yep.
You're in fifth.
Yep.
Out of 5 people. At 35-43, I just wanted to keep
I'm
saying
coming
it
back.
in different ways.
I'm coming back.
35-43 with a 44.87 win percentage. Let's get to this week's picks.
Yes. Let's do that.
Let's move on from last week's shit show.
Yes. All right. Obviously, we always start out with the college football slate. So we start off with Iowa State taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati's laying 1.5. We all took Iowa State except Frank, who took Cincinnati.
You ever get their burps and farts out of the way?
Moving on to Texas, laying 6.5, taking on Florida. We all took Texas, or you guys all took Texas except me. I took Florida.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
After that, we got Michigan State taking on Nebraska. Nebraska laying 11.5. Eric and Frank took Nebraska. The rest of us took Michigan State.
It's like watching a bunch of retards trying to fuck a doorknob.
That's sometimes when I see Michigan's offense. Next, we got Virginia taking on Louisville. Louisville laying 7.5. Allison, Eric, and you took Virginia. Myself and Frank took Louisville.
Diarrhea.
Speaking of Michigan, they take on Wisconsin with Michigan laying 16.5. Joe, you and Allison took Wisconsin. The rest of us took Michigan.
You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off.
And the final game of the college slate, we got Miami laying 4.5, taking on Florida State. Myself and Eric took Florida State. The rest of you took Miami.
Hello, lady.
Moving on to the NFL slate. First up, we got San Francisco taking on the Los Angeles Rams, who are laying 5.5. Let's see. Myself and Frank took the Rams. You guys took the Niners.
Quebec, go ahead.
After that, we got Minnesota laying 3.5. Doesn't even bother me anymore.
No.
Like, whatever. No. After that, we got Minnesota laying 3.5, taking on Cleveland. I mean, you got to be a queer bait to be a Cleveland Browns fan, I suppose. You and Allison took Minnesota. The rest of us took your queer bait Cleveland Browns.
Never go for retard.
Never. If I can give people any advice at all,
Never go for retard.
Never. After that, we got Denver taking on Philadelphia. Philadelphia's laying 4.5. Joe, this is your lock of the week. Everybody except Allison took Philadelphia, as she took Denver.
Motherfucker.
I love that. It still makes me laugh every time I hear it. Next, we got Houston taking on Baltimore. Baltimore is laying 3.5. Eric and Frank and Allison took Baltimore. Joe, you and I took Houston.
That's nasty.
Probably. After that, we got Vegas taking on Indy. Indy's laying 6.5. We all took Indy except Allison. She took Vegas.
Joel agrees.
Do you?
No.
I didn't think so.
I agree with the pick I took.
Yes. Next, we got Tampa Bay taking on Seattle. Seattle's laying 3.5. You guys all took Tampa Bay. I took Seattle.
If you got a little wiener and some tiny nuts.
Maybe. Next up, we got Washington taking on the LA Chargers. Chargers laying 2.5. That's a clean sweep by all of us. We all took the Chargers.
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
That seems really aggressive. I'm not going to do that. After that, we got New England taking on Buffalo. Buffalo's laying 7.5. Joe, you and I took New England. The rest of them took Buffalo.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Fair enough. After that, we got Kansas City laying 3, taking on Jacksonville. You, Eric, and Allison took Kansas City. Myself and Frank took Jacksonville. Is Frank back on the Jacksonville hype train again?
I don't know.
We got to find that out.
Like Kobayashi.
I need a report on this. We got to find out if Frank's back on the.
He's gobbling Jacksonville like Kobayashi.
Yes. And the last game of this NFL slate, the biggest game of the week, as usual, we got the Detroit Lions laying 10.5, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this game, obviously, before the season, looked like it was going to be a huge game, right?
It did.
Not no mo.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not no mo. Joe, myself, and Eric took the Lions. This is my lock of the week, by the way.
Okay.
And Frank and Allison took Cincinnati.
If we take a fucking tight end, I quit!
I think that's how we got to end every picks with that. We have to.
I do it because
I know you
the
do.
last pick is always Detroit. So
yeah, I think you should absolutely end it every time we do picks. Even if the Lions aren't picked last.
Even if they're
they have
on a bye
week,
yeah.
Do it
We
anyway.
should just do it.
Because it's one of our all-time drops. It really is.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
On that note, anything else you got?
No.
Okay. Me either. Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider. As always, check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop. Buy some stuff. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, holidays are coming up, man.
Yeah. And click on our sponsors' links and logos.
Yep.
Give them a like, a share, and a follow. Again, that's SOTDET.com. On behalf of Chris, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye. Have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No. Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
And you were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I have ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys.